Welcome to the Campfire. Today, we're going to be playing some more X4. The invasion of Tharkus Cascade is in full swing. The first sector is ours and about to be completely cleared out. I'm also going to push a little bit on my own to do the next steps in the Paranid plotline. See how far we get. As always, if you like the video, like it. You could go ahead and put a comment in the comments below. Tell me anything you want to say. You know, if you like what you didn't like, any suggestions, comments, concerns, suggestions for the next run that we do. Like I said, I was thinking about doing a pirate-only run where I don't play normally. I just play as a pirate. I've got ideas on how to do that, but if anybody has any suggestions on how they would like to see it done, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to, and let's get right on in. So, of course, they're sending in some destroyers now. The Zyarth decided to finally put on their big boy pants, or big girl pants, whichever, both, and destroy the shipyard, so I don't even have to go touch that. I was kind of hoping they would do more damage between here and there, but whatever. Not a big deal at the moment. Wow. These guys were complete piranhas and destroyed that. We've got a small fleet guarding that gate that's now unnecessary, but figure we will have them move over to this gate before too long, or we'll have them keep sitting there because Xenon keeps sending things through. Probably better just leave them sit there. We need another 3 pulsars to come here, and then God, we just keep losing stuff over in the Boron territories. What else has been destroyed there? Or was the last one the Demeter Sentinel? Yeah, last one was that one. It's always an Adventurer's Promise or Rolks. Because of course, we've got people protecting all the others. Do we have one in Adventurer's Promise? No. Anybody else? You're over here protecting in case of cock, but maybe I bring you guys over to deal with Adventurer's Promise for a while, because we haven't had to deal with another cock breakout in a while. Rolks is annoying, but what do we do? Okay. Well, we're gonna head into sector here because we have to find this Zaten Menket and do something about him. Let's also go here and take a look. What do we have for money? Suppose I've been building a fair number of ships, so money coming in is going to be less from a lot of these stations because their components are just going to the wharf. But it looks like that's not quite the case. This is still not built. Fair enough. We're finished. Fair enough. Component factories are making a fair amount of money. Of course, food and meds is making decent money too. The component factories are doing far better now. Plasma conductors. Didn't think the wharf would be giving us much of anything right now. We've been using almost everything coming from it.
System IS mists.
And now just to find this guy. Oh, he's just up there in a little fighter. If we can take him out quickly, we shouldn't have to deal with the police force. Could be worth our effort. I have no idea yet. I mean, I know we're gonna go with unification, so... and have the Tri as our ally. Could always utilize them in a war against the Terrans, because I still kind of plan to do that. Wipe the Terrans out, finally. Because none of the factions are good. They all have their what the F moments. Oh, Jesus. This is not cool. So I'm gonna have to take this out and then book it as fast as I can? Oh, I don't like that. I was expecting it to be so far out here I don't have to deal with any of this, but... get out of here. Oh.
How unfortunate for him, but sadly, he stood in the way of something great. Let's sit back for a while and let Kermek and Slack get to work.
Fair. Well, as long as we get away from all these big ships, we're good. Now we just gotta run. Let's see, how are things looking over here? Good, good. And what about up in here? They finished? They have not finished that station yet. Well, I suppose I couldn't hope for too much. What did we lose? Mediators. Okay. Oh yeah, they don't like each other, but overturning 50 years worth of instability and turmoil is difficult. And takes time. I mean, you gotta prove that both sides are willing to stop the fighting and work towards peace or mitigation and restitution.
Entering system.
And that does not happen overnight. Not in any sentient peoples, I would imagine. I know in humans that'd be asking way too much to happen
system.
immediately. I'm back on the war front. That didn't even take long enough for the solar power plant to go down. Jeez. To be fair. Oh, are they still after me? They are still after me. This far out. Okay. I don't want to have to fight those. Not right now. Let's switch back to max speed. We'll go to Tharkus Cascade and just join up with the battle group. Because if they fight us there, well, that's on them. Just gotta hit max speed. Alright, finally that solar power plant went down. So it's just a couple ships left in region, isn't it? Or stations. It's these two. And we've got some policing up to do, but it is our system now. Beyond 2 little holdings that they've got. Once we get this station taken down, we can bring the
Awaiting
carrier
orders.
up to protect this spot. Yes, I understand. You have things.
Danger. Hazardous region.
Alright, let's get these
detected.
2 up and running. Up to here. Alright, so watch for them. They're gonna come down and attack this station. And have the shark move up. Where is your protecting icon? There we go. Bam.
Danger. Hazardous region
Well,
detected.
yeah, that actually might be a bit close yet. Probably bring you to here. Let you take out, or let the station be taken out first. This is thankfully going a lot faster than that solar power plant. Get the feeling it just wasn't a finished station at this point. 74%? 73? Yeah. This will be going down in about 5 minutes or so. Then there's one hidden station somewhere in here. Right in that corner. It's one of the Zen quote-unquote asteroids. That one's already destroyed. And it's just wait for them to... We'll clear out the rest of the system and push on into the next.
Danger.
There's
Hazardous
only
region detected.
2 that I can see up here. I'm sure we'll have to deal with more, but currently it's just the 2. With that, I'm going to also go to... No, wrong one. What about yours? What are your sturgeons like? 30,000 and... Okay, so it's better to buy Terran ones there. What about the Okinawa? Slow but really fast to spin up. Not that slow. I mean, it's still about as fast as the
Danger.
Heron.
Hazardous region detected.
So if I set you to medium, how much would that
Awaiting
cost
orders.
me? Yeah, that's about right. Let's get an Okinawa and just see how that's going to go for us. Because it may very well be worth using. At least I'm pretty sure it is. And that station's gone. So now we grab the shark and have it move up to the gate. We can start keeping people out of our lawn. These guys are doing their thing. 9 and 18. Yeah, you guys haven't lost anybody yet. It's actually rather good. We keep losing little vanguards, though.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Oh, come on, Delilah. You guys need to actually take care of these problems. Oh, and they'll take care of that asteroid, too, if we do it that way.
That idea very bad.
Alright. Yeah, now it's just clean house. We've got... I'm gonna use these guys to take care of this random PE. Oh no, that's a cock forager. Cock. Where did they come from? Great question. No answers. Got it. Because I don't see where they would have come from in that regard. Unless they're up here in Xena or
Danger.
Zyre territory.
Hazardous region detected.
Maybe down here? No? They could be over here. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Well, system is ours. Okay, so next, I'm gonna push through with the destroyers. It doesn't look like there's a lot in here. We have honestly no real idea. Looks like there's only the 2 stations, at least that we can see. I can't tell if there's any hiding. That's the problem. But it looks like our biggest fight is going to be here and here. More than anything. I mean, this is just a lot of Xenon asteroids. Those really aren't much of a fight. Okay, they took care of that. Good enough. Didn't have a whole lot of fighting going on here. 2 stations. Xenon Wharf. What I'm thinking we're gonna do
Awaiting orders.
is I'll send in everything. Send the carrier up here to guard the gate. And keep forces from pushing in at us. At least as much as humanly possible. And we'll bombard the 2 stations and start setting up a system claim station right here.
If you bring any creatures on board, please make sure they are
Which,
chained. Any loose
to that end, we'll
animals
also
will be vaporized
we'll basically
on
make it
sight.
similar to this one, not nearly as heavily defended. It'll have some of its own guns, but that really isn't necessary at this point. Then we'll push into Savage Spur from there, once we have this and clear this one out. To that end, I'm getting a few smaller, or a few Okinawas made, so we can bring most of the components necessary to build the stations right away. So we can have that done. Really wish... the fastest this is going to go, and what's going to stop all these from attacking us, is we need to push through and get that wharf done. Once that's out of the way, and ideally if there is nothing else here, I doubt that's the case. I just get the feeling that since we can't see in there, it's just not going to show us the
Beggars
station.
are operating on this factory. Please do not encourage these professional beggars. If you have any spare credits, please give them to a registered charity.
There. Really should stop standing right here. Oh, well. Alright. Let's send the destroyers in. See what happens on the other side of that gate. Let the carrier continue to do its business here until we get to the other side and start to see what's going on. Well, a little bit more of a fight than I thought was going to be over here, but not that bad, to be honest. I mean, it's a couple of ships, that's about it. Oh, how'd you... somebody must have bumped into you. That's all I can figure here. Of course, they come through the gate and they stop right in front of it, so the next ship slams into them. Yep. It just keeps happening in circles like that. Don't know how that one lost health. Should have lost shield. Either way.
Beggars are operating on this factory.
I know.
Please do not
Get out of here.
encourage these professional beggars.
Another...
If you have any spare credits,
Okay, Another one went down in... it's getting annoying. Meter Sentinel. High preset. And I should save it so that they have these. And also, I've found if we turn off those, it'll just keep going because it realizes it can't fight.
Please give them to a registered charity.
And who did that belong to? Component factory? No. Microchip scanning and another plasma conductor one went down. Of course. So why would it be any different? Alright. And... trade. Just build those two. Let's bring the Okinawas down here. They're almost done. Good enough. Huh, a lot of destroyers coming in at us. Well, that's fine. Let's get the shark up in here. And attack all surface
Awaiting
elements.
orders.
Delilah, you are not awaiting orders. You should be fighting that destroyer. Why is this taking so long for them? Suppose if they're in bombard mode, yeah. There we go. Switch them all to attack. That'll allow them to get a little bit closer and start using their main cannons too. Then once you guys are done with that one, you turn around and start attacking this one. And right on time, they all turned around and started attacking. Is the carrier coming in? No, it's still got things to do. Oh, that destroyer may just pop through at us. There's got to be a shipyard in here, otherwise they wouldn't be having this many destroyers after we've already destroyed so many. Come on guys, help out Delilah Swan Song. Not that it's exactly going down, but it's definitely taking some hits.
Something's hit us.
Yeah, resist.
Affirmative.
Just keep fighting. You're almost through. And that destroyer's down. Alright, good enough. So we have the
Awaiting
beachhead
orders.
secured into this system. Might as well let things repair before we try too much harder. I'm gonna bring in the Atlas so that that one Phoenix can repair. And attack targets. There we go. Now all the destroyers should be fighting. Good, good. One or two, yeah. You guys are still doing your thing there. I'm gonna bring this to here first. So again, just secure the foothold and start moving onward. Where are the Okinawas at? Are they making it? Not very far. But they are moving a little bit faster than a heron would. Maybe not perfectly, but it does work out for us. How is that Phoenix doing? It's repaired up to 96% from 94. We're gonna have a bit of a fight here, aren't we? Because the fighting is going to be going on here for a little bit. Rather. Yeah. Fair enough. It's not like we're in any real rush to get through this. Let's take a look at the accounting situation. It works. Not going very quickly, and you are still not done. Kind of wish that'd go a little bit faster, but I think all the other stations are completed, with the exception of its turrets. I don't know, Field Coil Smart Chip is still being built too. Food and meds, that's... Okay, so it's just those two stations there. Don't know why they're taking so long, but we'll check that out. So, it was this one. What are you missing? Nothing. Claytronics are on the way. They're just 10 minutes out. And you. You're still missing a bunch of Claytronics. Fair enough. So it might be in our better interest to let this build up stock before we try to build a station. It's just taking forever. I have it set to not sell our Claytronics to anybody but ourselves, so that should work in our benefit. Okay, and then we move the Demeters around. One to the plasma conductor station, and one to the microchip and scanning array. And that's another reason I start... Same with the Ka'ak issue. That's another point in favor of eventually switching to large miners and traders, is that the Ka'ak weapons just don't have the power to push through that. Why do they end up going so far away? Chasing enemies that far.
Awaiting
Alright,
orders.
so we're now... Beachhead is more or less secured. We've got the one station up here and one way up here. At least that's all it's showing us. Hold on. Remove all orders. We need to be careful about this. Alright, so if I send these guys to here. First, yeah, leave them at attack for now. Send them to here. Let the carrier keep doing its thing along the route. What I'm thinking is we just push this forward and have them move up to the gate, fighting and destroying everything along the way. That makes some sense, rather than trying to fly all at once up there, leaving everything behind us that they either pass or anything along those lines. Got the Atlas here in case we need it. There we go. So we've got these guys flying up. We should be able to see any major assets before they become a problem. So far, it looks like it's just going to be the 2 stations. There's nothing else popping up. Of course, the shark is losing ships. Only lost the 1, though. Intercept, there you go. Maybe I should have those set to bombard. Maybe. We should be able to see what this station is shortly.
Awaiting orders.
Or not. Got it. Can you guys move up just like a kilometer so I can see? It's really annoying that they keep getting through the blockade. Not that they're going to get through this one. Yeah. That doesn't get very far, at least. Zyarth are starting to migrate down to us for some reason, but I'll let that pass.
Awaiting orders.
Come on. Seriously. Are you even actually moving? At this point, you're going to be in range of the station. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's all that way down. Come on. Show me the dang thing. Can't see what it is.
Awaiting orders.
I'm aware. And no, before somebody suggests, hey, why don't you just turn that off? No, that's not what I'm getting at there. It's just that it's... I would rather know, hey, this group stopped doing anything because X, Y, Z reason, than just turning it off and not knowing that somebody's sitting waiting for orders before they get ambushed by another enemy. Yeah, it's just not showing up. I mean, they're close enough. They should be seeing that station. Unless it's not a station. The Atlas Vanguard is finally where it's supposed to be. I am going to teleport here. Jesus Christ.
Entering system. Tharka's Cascade.
Alright, Delilah, give me your ship for a minute. I need to know... Alright, so I'm pointing in the right direction, I just need to look down. Downish. Yep, there it is. And what is that?
Awaiting orders.
Hey, shut up, Behemoth. So it's 50 kilometers away, that's why this is getting so weird. It's just so far down on the sector plane. Which, I mean, means ideally that I wouldn't have to go too far, but... There we go. And that should also... Alright, so there are a couple more stations that it's just not showing me. I kind of thought this was a bigger fight than it was turning out to be. So there's a defense station down there. There's probably 2 or 3 others. Alright. We will clean up all these xenon first and then start clearing the system. But with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. As I said at the beginning, same at the end. Like the video if you like it, comment if you want, or if you got something to say. Subscribe if you want to. It really helps us out. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.